You can see my tongue move more now that I have no beard.
Welcome to Stupid Tongue Moves.
Awful sex instruction video.
Welcome to Stupid Movies, where we guys watch them so you guys don't have to.
That is indeed the correct statement of the day. And today, we watched Daniel Isn't Real.
Woohoo!
2019, not rated, an hour and 40 minutes long. This was directed by a guy named Adam Egypt Mortimer.
Yeah, not to front load it, but first of all, I already like you because your name's the same as mine.
It had Patrick Schwarzenegger, Miles Robbins, Sarah Lane. We have a friend named Daniel. We think he's here, but he's not. Adam, what was this movie about?
So, Daniel Isn't Real is an art movie. It's about Luke, who's the main character, witnesses a horrific tragedy when he is a child and invents an imaginary friend.
Yep.
Named Rub. Kind of like I have done.
I'm not really here. I just show up when you're on record. 15 years, or it's free. No. Coffee, Adam.
Daniel Isn't Real. It's his imaginary friend. Maybe that's why they called it Daniel Isn't Real. That's all I'm going to say about it. I don't want to give too much away.
That's all? We like friends. And we like having friends. So what else do we like about this movie, Adam?
We would like to have friends.
We would like that. That's true. There's not many outside of this area right here.
Outside of this room. This movie is beautiful. This is beautiful. I would compare this less to a typical horror movie and more to a painting.
Yeah, it's very well shot.
Yeah.
They do a lot of cool visual effects within the thing. You know, with the weird, whatever that is, like the space thing or what you know, the weird colors and...
Are you thinking color out of space? Not usually my style, but it worked really, really well here.
Well, it fits what the movie is. Yep. Great cinematography and camera work. All the technical aspects are on par.
And that soundtrack, you are Mr. Soundtrack. The soundtrack was awesome.
Yeah. Kind of more just to create that atmosphere, which I love the atmosphere in this movie.
A lot of diegetic music, which was nice.
The music's great. The score is great. The hell does diegetic mean? And it creates just a good atmosphere. The whole thing, it's very tense because the whole story, which I like, is kind of like a PSA kind of on mental health. The whole holy opening scene.
So I think this touches on one of every parent's worst fears, which is that there's something fucked up about you, which there is.
We all have something.
We all have something that we're fucked up about, and you hope not to pass it on to your children.
Yeah.
As a parent, watching that opening maybe 10 minutes really, really disturbed me.
The whole cafe scene came out of nowhere. Right?
Yes.
I had to rewind
kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, not me. I was watching it and I was like, this doesn't have a ton of blood and gore because it's not that kind of movie. It's much more psychological, thinking kind of movie, story-based, characters-based. But what we get is pretty dang good and looks awesome. And the visual effects, the special effects used in some scenes is pretty dang good.
There are unanswered questions.
Yeah, it's kind of open-ended a little bit.
There are things I want to know.
Yeah, and the story is very engaging, and you get invested in what's happening because of the way they tell it. And the characters, they're likable characters. Maybe likable is not the right word. Their characters, I thought it was paced well.
Yeah.
It's not fast-paced by any means, but this kind of story, the way they paced it worked really well. Yep. There's not a lot of bam, boom, bomb, boom, bomb. And that's good.
Got anything else? I'm ready to move on.
Let's move on. So we found out that Daniel isn't real, and we had no friends, and that makes us sad. So what didn't we like about it?
What didn't we like? Yeah, it works. Okay, so I said right up front that it's beautiful, and this is an art house, or like an art movie, and very pretty to look at, which I stand by, and I still think that's one of my strongest likes for this movie. However? Yep. Fucking artists piss me off most of the time. They're pretentious, and they're full of themselves, and they're like, I'm so much better than you because I'm artsy. Most of the characters in this movie weren't that way.
True.
But the girlfriend was.
Oh, yeah.
And, okay, I want to split this to be really clear. The actress did a good job of playing a character who annoyed me.
As I said, the pacing, it wasn't boring, but it is going to be slow, so keep that in mind. And if you're not focused in and paying attention, you're gonna lose track of what's happening.
Yes.
So the story, I wouldn't say is convoluted or anything. I mean,
it's complex.
It's complex. I'm typically not a fan of the psychological stuff, but this was good. I would have liked a little more blood and gore. I mean, and granted, it's not that kind of movie, so you can't really hold it against it, but more would have been good.
You know, I said that I liked that it was kind of open to interpretation what happened. I do, but I kind of don't.
Yeah,
it's kind of frustrating.
Yeah. Like, I don't like, obviously, backstory and bunch of... But a little bit more here would have been nice.
That's pretty much it, man. I love this movie.
Yeah.
I'm not to front load, but...
Well, Adam, take it off here.
I'll go ahead.
Well, let me clarify for you. Don't take that off.
We probably better cut all that out or we'll get kicked off of YouTube. You want me to take...
Yeah, you go ahead this week.
I'll go ahead this week. I liked it.
Hey, all right.
I liked it a lot. There were a few little things that kind of irritated me.
Sure.
Part of it was just the kind of person I am and the kind of characters these were. You know, if you're a super artsy person, you're going to look at them and identify with them really well. I don't. I've known people like that, and every time I just want to punch them in the throat until they shut up. Your mileage will vary on that. That's a personal thing for me. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 8. I really like this movie.
Dang, dude.
It was beautiful. It made my eyes happy.
Well, let me just start by saying this. This is much more your kind of movie, I think.
Yes.
Than it is mine.
I will agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah. So I'm not much of a psychological slow burn horror. There are some I like, and I did like this one. It was better than I thought it was going to be. You know, had some great special effects, eyeball pleasure stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's nice to look at. The characters are good and well done. The story is really engaging. You want to know how it's going to end. I like the twist, you know, with what it is. Is it real? Is it not? Is it actually this or that? You know, it was cool. It's not so much my cup of tea, but I did enjoy it. So I'm going to go lower than you, which I'm sure you probably expected. But I'm going to give it a 6 out of 8. Well, shoot, if you've seen Daniel Isn't Real, or if he is real, let us know if you have a Daniel in your life. Like and subscribe and comment below with your thoughts on that movie. Go tell your friends if you like what we're doing. If you haven't, just freaking do it. It's a new year, do it. That make that your resolution.
Yeah.
You can follow us over on Instagram at Stoopid Movies, at Doc Sketcher, at the Horror Punk, Facebook.com/Stoopid Movies. You can also email us at StoopidMovies@outlook.com. Hey, look at that.
You did better.
Bam! Support indie horror, and we're going to continue on talking about these movies. So just, do what you do.
Before we go.
Yes, Daniel's penis is probably real.
I want 2 things. 1, send Rob a picture of an imaginary penis. 2, send me an email, same address, if Rob isn't real, and let me know. Bye, friends.
See you later! I had that death wish and now I'm drinking this, so I might have a heart attack on camera.
As long as you do it on camera and not off.
Might be the final one, and if so, thanks for watching.